Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. So the Texas State Bobcats offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting. Is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score. Texas State 7, Notre Dame 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to root this one away. And the return starts from inside the 20. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. So Notre Dame's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
On third down, it's a handoff. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll hand it off. Eludes a tackle. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's McLeod. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's low. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Texas State has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Makes a quick catch. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Tackle made after the completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Caught down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The offense now operating in empty.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First and 10 now for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Back to pass. It's McLeod. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now.
That makes the score. Texas State 14, Notre Dame 10.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught on the outside. It's Evans. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Well, the defensive coordinator's accounting for everybody except a tight end. He couldn't have been any more wide open on that play. Nice gain downfield by the big man.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Leonard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Mitchell. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Clock stops. Timeout taken by the offense. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back. It's Leonard. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Turn starts inside the 15. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Bringing it out, it's Payne. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
To throw, it's Leonard. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Pass complete. It's second down now. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they go in front here in the second half.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
So they'll try for the two-point conversion using the jumbo formation.
Green 25. Check, check.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
There are a lot of people who feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The gain moves the ball to the 34. It's third down after that run. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Scanning the field, it's McLeod. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Physical run earns the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First and goal, will try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has a great...
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback keeps it here. Football comes out. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Well, Kirk, Texas State has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They go with a direct snap. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass this time. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? The 30. Past the 20. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score. Texas State 27, Notre Dame 19.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, and they did a pick. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after the incompletion. He hands it off from the gun. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Second down coming up.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Trying to find room. It's Price. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Got it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To the air. It's Leonard. And he'll lost it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Great execution on the RPO. The quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the two-point conversion to tie this game up late. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll get into the end zone. The two-point conversion ties this game up in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's McLeod. Looking to throw it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. It's Evans. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the handoff on a counter. A change of direction. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield. It's Leonard. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Down a score late here in the fourth. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
See if they can convert the point after. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Comes the Bobcats offense back out there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's McLeod. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. I mean, the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. On the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick catch over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And he'll drop back here on third down. That's reeled in. It's Mitchell. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To throw, it's McLeod. Pressure is coming. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series in these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime.
3:25.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. A takeaway, and that will seal the victory.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So here we go, a long field goal. Try to win it in overtime. This is a kicker's dream. Head coach spending a timeout here to talk about things with the defense. And here's the handoff. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackle, but 1st down.
Brought down on the play at the 13-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play to keep hope alive in this game. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Interesting call here. 3rd and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? And the defense smothers him for no gain. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. This one is right through. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.